Hello Internet, welcome back to the Jongravesshows Show. Today I'm bringing you guys something special, Devil May Cry 5. And yes, I know I didn't finish part 4 yet, but that part's still coming, along with Resident Evil and a whole bunch of other gaming news that I really want to share with everybody. So basically, without further ado, let's jump into Devil May Cry, with Nero sitting there like as the lone hero who's most likely, which I gotta tackle the prologue. I mean, covering the history of Devil May Cry, at this point, you kind of already know what it is. But for those of you out there who don't know, there was once a demon who saved the human world from destruction. That demon became a legend, but with time, his name faded from the annals of history. Now the world faces a new threat. Will the outcome of this battle be determined by man, demon, or perhaps something else? But getting into the story of Devil May Cry, which I think I kind of covered with 4, and it grew both day and night till it bore an apple bright, which was, yeah, like this. I believe that this is the same town from Devil May Cry 5. You know, because Dante hasn't moved his business since ever. So most likely, I'm assuming that this is still like in the same town as Devil May Cry 5. You know, and because of that, it's like, yeah, like people just standing around, just looking at like this, this giant monster, like just grow and just destroy everything. Or this could just be a completely different town, but you know, it could be that too. But still, why in the world would you guys just stand around, just watch like the hell tree just burrow from the ground? What's up, Morrison?
You never had this much trouble. You gonna make it through this, Dante?
Are you kidding me? Do you remember Devil May Cry 3 when Virgil like lifted up the damn Temenegru and whatnot? A thing like that, like a super portal, man, like that. That like, which I believe that one had the story of being like the original portal that Sparta sealed. But yeah, legendary devil hunter Dante. He gets the legendary moniker. And Nero just gets regular devil hunter.
He's got this.
You should not underestimate this demon.
And the mysterious one.
After all, it was he who took your right arm and gained a great deal of power from it. I'm leaving. I suggest you do not fall behind.
Look at this suave bastard just running around and like up on like his what is demons.
You're an interesting guy, but you're right. I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Nero still has the nub here, which is crazy because it's like technically he doesn't have his little his devil breaker yet, but the story, the legendary devil hunter, Dante the legendary devil hunter, he may be a legend. Oh Christ, that goes by fast. Now normally you don't get this like when you go into the little story or whatever. You kind of just go straight into the mission, but because I played a little bit of it, or at least I played this and I played up till mission. I beat mission 2. So right up until then, like that's kind of where, you know, like I stopped with this. So I will have a few abilities and skills early on. I probably shouldn't have. Oh snap! Even in the prologue, I don't have an arm, but I do have this, which actually is wonderful. Speed is literally like the go-to ability to have like for any of these. So what to talk about? Demonic insect and Fusa. You know, most of the enemies in this game, they actually look a lot like the enemies from Devil May Cry DMC Devil May Cry. Or at least they do to me anyway. And no, you don't start with these two abilities. You kind of have to buy those. I think I bought like 3 skills, but still, it's like the more interesting thing like that I am liking about this is that Nero actually does still actually, well, that's supposed to be red, but it looks black in this. But
I trust you.
Interesting. But the most interesting thing about Nero in this sense is that Nero actually plays a lot like, I think I said this like in my previous video, is that Nero is a lot like DMC Dante, which comes out a lot in this one because like he does swear in this, and he the green impulse of the airborne enemy. It's like he does swear a lot. He's very punkish in nature.
What's the world coming to?
You know, but like you kind of see like that he's a little more comfortable with sort of messing with demons in this.
Let's get airborne.
It's like Nero can still like, so like he's still more happy-go-lucky compared to how he was still a bit serious, even though he was jokey and whatnot.
Do you not understand? We cannot hope to do this without you.
Which actually does play a cool thing like into the color theory that I brought up a little while ago. Oh, Spidey. Some guy like he's actually fighting the main boss like at the moment. I swear. I say, do I have it? Oh yeah, I do have it. I really love that move. I swear. But still, it's like looking at the color theory, like what I was talking about with Nero and Dante, even V in this case. A lot of it plays into their personalities, which I surprisingly really like. I mean, even though Nero's colors are still the same and whatnot, it still sort of plays a part like into how he acts compared to how like Dante acts and so on and so forth. You know, with Nero wearing way more blue and having red underneath. Nero's a hard Nero like is a softy like on the inside, but on the outside, you know, he kind of has that little he has to play serious, similar to Virgil, which is sort of offset by Dante when it's like that. You know, on the inside, like Dante is super serious about like all of his jobs. He just has this little playful like attitude about everything.
Time after all. Hey, jackass! Did your mother ever teach you it's not nice to steal?
Always gotta equip these bastards, huh?
Sorry, Dante. I'm bagging this bitch.
Good line, but honestly, it's super crazy because like Nero, if Dante just got beat down, then what makes you think that you have the ability to even fight this dude? Look, just look at that. He's not even like getting up from his chair. He's shooting all this stuff at me. Uh-oh. Oh, Christ. Oh, and he has time abilities? Oh, right. There is one universal truth though that is really nice though, is that jumping in this game actually, or at least like in all Devil May Cry games, is that technically you don't you don't have to really worry about what was it? Oh. Okay, cool. Hopefully I get something higher than a B this time, but still. Like, actually, like, trying, man, to fight the guy really isn't all that difficult, so, you know. Or at least I'm starting to figure it out anyway. But yeah, like, you know, you're missing an arm. You could barely beat Dante, like, when you fought, like, back in Devil May Cry 4, which, who knows how many years, like, it's been since then. You know, probably like 9 years or whatever. You know, less than, I say like 5 years, and this guy just casually tossed you and stole your arm.
Round 2.
It's like, sorry to say, but Dante is stronger because of, well, specifically because of this right here. He has a Majin mode. Nero doesn't have a double trigger.
Get her out of here! This is a bad move! I can still fight! Go! You're just dead weight! Back up!
Come on! Let go! We must leave here. It's far stronger than we ever could have imagined. Bastard called me dead weight, but he come all this way for nothing.
Nero, come on, man, you're missing an arm, man.
Stop hitting yourself and think of ways to get stronger and actually help. If Dante loses, you're all that can defeat Urizen.
Is that what you call him?
Yes. Urizen, the Demon King. That's the name of the demon that took your arm.
Oddly enough, though, I do like this interaction between them, though. Oh, Christ. Just to see the rebellion break, like, after all the damage it took, like, over the years, like, fighting Virgil, and... I mean, like, not even, Virgil's Yamato that could cut through anything, could cut through it. It's crazy, huh? And one punch from this dude, like, can just destroy the entire weapon. That bastard's strong as hell. And I don't even think like that he's so like I think like Christ. I mean like I don't even think like his plan like even came into fruition yet. So V's hair turns, oh yeah, so when V's hair turns white, like that's when he summons his say like that's when he summons his third summon, Nightmare. You know.
It doesn't look good.
There's a thing about this game, and like that I kind of really wanted to say. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna talk about the color theory thing. It was like that. Speaking of V being the mysterious one, oh, I'll get on that too. But like, as for this little scene here, it's like I don't know why the people were even standing around the Hell Tower in the first place. I mean, yeah, it's nice to see people in town, man. But like, come on, man, it's a Hell Tower. It just burst through the ground and whatnot. It's like, why didn't you think, man, like that there would be like little like demon needles to come out of nowhere and just drain the juice from your body? I don't know why they wouldn't think of that, you know. I'll talk about V up on up in his section. Oh Christ, still gotta be. I gotta work on that. Oh yeah, I get to rate other people too. Yeah, you get a thumbs up, you stylish bastard. The Demon King Urizen's strength was beyond all expectations. Dante was forced onto the back foot and yelled at Nero to get out while he still could, as a strange demonic infestation climbed higher ever higher towards the surface. V and Nero fell back in defeat, unable to do a thing to stop it. What fate lies in store for Dante, beaten and left behind. So yeah, it's been like a month, a full month, like since then. Oh yeah, this is the trailer. Yeah, but it's like it's been a full month, man. Like since like like that they fought that dude, and yeah, like this is how towns are technically supposed to look, which is kind of crazy.
Redgrave and its surrounding cities have ceased to function as a result of a mysterious tree that apparently attacked the city approximately 1 month ago.
Okay, so this town specifically is Redgrave City. The artisan of arms, Nico.
Redgrave is completely taken over. Let us pray for mercy. This is a trial from the heavens above.
Same crap, different day. So, tell me,
Tell you what,
how does it feel to be rescuing the guy that killed your father?
Ah, yeah, man. Like Nico is basically the daughter of Argus, the most annoying guy from the previous game, who I took offense to.
Well, he's not exactly going up for Father of the Year award now, is he?
his research wasn't half bad. Came in handy. Mildly thank you for that.
You have to do that in here. It already smells like ass.
That's you.
Hey, Nico?
Don't lose your tits. I see him.
Like obviously, they're like, I think Nico lives with them now. Possibly, but
Gonna ruin my groove.
oh yeah, that's the thing I wanted to say about Nico. I found it interesting, like that Nico like kind of has this like country girl like mechanic kind of thing going on. Oh yeah, cigarettes powerful. But what was it? It's like Nico like has her little like country girl like look and everything. But then if you take whatever she is and put it into a Final Fantasy game, you get Sydney, right? But for some reason, people have way more problems with Sydney than they do Nico. I mean, I love Nico, I love Sydney, right? But then it's like it's weird how one of them is getting hate, but then the other isn't. Really weird, But as far as like most of these intros intros go, I'm like, well, Nero kind of has a busted gun. Oh, and also look at his arm. Like he actually doesn't have his nub anymore, so that's pretty cool. But Nero, I love these opening cinematics a lot. Like in every single one of the Devil May Cry games. Even though Nero has a busted handgun, which is arguably powerful. It's way more powerful than than Ebony and Ivory. Because of the fact of like that, the gun itself is just a revolver with 2 barrels and shit like that, fires 2 bullets like at a time. That apparently fires 2 different bullets. But like with the color up function like that they added in this, I like it a little bit better, man, than like you just putting like the demon, you putting your demon power like into the blue rose like from the Devil Bringer. But then again, like the Devil Bringer side of it was actually a little bit worse in a sense because it would shoot you with the bullets and then they would explode afterwards. Whereas in this case, like they would just like they hit you and then they just hold you like in a stun state. Yeah, man, I know how you feel, Nero. I don't say like smokers are cool. But it's just not my thing. Obviously, the game does not promote the use of smoking cigarettes. And no, that is not a jab at DMC Devil May Cry 5. No, it is not, okay? I mean, sure. I mean, like, people like got mad at the wig thing from DMC 5, which again, to this day, I still find really, really, really silly. Which is crazy because like Dante, like in that game, even though they don't want to call him that, it's like he looked just like the original one if he had the long hair, which works, right? But then for this new one, You know, like we don't smoking and Nico smokes cigarettes like in damn near every scene she's in so far. At least I've seen so far. Oh shit. So cigarettes are powerful. So we don't promote smoking, but apparently like they're strong enough to stun these super demons that remind me of Resident Evil of Onimusha 3's opening. You know. But you know, automatic rifles, nah, they don't do anything. And so does the battle band.
You look like you need a hug, but you're not gonna get one from me. Better get lost.
Hey, who are you? Hey, you're gonna get yourself killed!
Don't crap yourself. He likes to kill demon things. Let him do his thing.
You hear what I said, you dumb one-armed son of a bitch? You're gonna die!
Oh yeah, this is the RE engine like at its finest. I forgot to mention that.
You taking notes?
Now that's all Nero. The force push is all him. And I will be honest, like looking at the overture, like jumping right off the bat, I really like his arm. I really like it. Probably because it's like one of the more useful ones that I've run into so far. Between that and the one that gives you the movement, I like the movement too, but you know, the first arm is a lot better. Yeah, I don't have any arms equipped, so it's fine. I don't have any devil breakers equipped. It's fine. I kind of want to see how far I can get without like getting a devil breaker on me.
I've got some cleaning up to do.
Even though technically I don't have the wire, but hey, cutscene galore. I mean, like that's how the wire arm works, but it doesn't work like that. And looking at this cutscene, like in itself, I wish I could do half of this, like in the game, like actually control the enemy.
Yeah, he's real pro at smacking demons around. That's why
Oh my Christ!
functioning arm.
Which actually does kind of bring forth. That actually does kind of bring out, man, more of the connections like between him and Dante from DMC.
Stop bitching and take cover.
Come on, man, like you know I don't got no arm. Yeah, I didn't bring one now because most likely you kind of just run into more of them. Come on, you. Oh boy, that is useful.
I'm really getting
And here's my first
new
time.
toy. Nico leave this here? Sweet.
Cool. Now let's really, man, like start doing some damage. Oh yeah, and I need to level up my color up. Yeah, color up is when you basically like when you level your guns up. It's like you level up when, or at least like when you hold R1 and you load in like the explosive shells. That's called color up. And here's the Blood Gorge Scavenger, the red Impusa, the one that actually, the one that actually has a lot of red orbs like inside of its body.
Get out of my sight!
Oh, isn't that weapon good? Huh, I didn't notice this armor over here. But normally, like, if you come down here, like, there's a blue orb that's over there. I already got it, but yeah, we're on to the next two bosses. Yeah, I do not like these arms.
Why are they collecting human blood? It's not just about feeding. There's something else.
Huh, this game is just getting super generous today. Just giving me arms all over the place. Oh yeah, I kind of haven't. Yeah, I have about 3 of the blue orb fragments. I just need one more. Yeah, alright.
What a lovely house plant. Now I get it. Who brought the marshmallows? Because I'm bringing the fire.
You know, I actually kind of like the dichotomy between like their fighting style.
You like that? You have some more. Swing in a minute. Out of the way. They're everywhere. Makes me sick.
Yeah, that was kind of my fault because I kind of saw him.
Some space.
Nice. Got myself a triple smoking sexy style S. Sorry I wasn't talking much during that. I was trying to, like, at the very least, like, get my combos in. Or at the very least, like, not get hit.
Tough guy. That'll keep him, but not for long.
What do you mean?
Soldier Boy said city's gone to hell and back, taken over by the underworld. Not just here, but everywhere.
Yamato did this.
Yeah, it's back 2 months ago, back in April, because the game started. So this would mean that like when this scene took place June 30th, then like 16 days later, like basically like 2 weeks later, like
still owe me, remember?
like Nero went like to go into the giant tower and everything.
Hey, why don't you go ahead? I'm gonna finish up here.
I'll try to save you some. Not.
So Nico's been there like, which is actually kind of crazy, man. How like that he got along, man, with Argus's daughter and not Argus himself. You know.
What is it? You hungry? Well, you're in luck, pal, 'cause food's ready and Kitty A always makes too much. Hope you like loud talkers too, 'cause got a pair of those upstairs.
This is also pretty interesting too, because like, cause this scene actually kind of paints it as if like that. Uh-oh, there goes that arm. That basically meant like just kind of just spoiled like who the main villain is. But that scene.
Get back inside now!
Oh. Oh. The only good thing that I can say about that is that it was, like he didn't take it like past the elbow.
What?
I'll leave you alone for 2 minutes. What the hell happened?
But basically, based on that scene, though, it looks as though as that like they would actually help out the homeless and sort of feed them and everything, and invite them in like into their
He's
homes
waiting
and
for us
everything.
up ahead.
It seems
Try not
pretty
to get us
interesting.
killed on the way there.
But also the more crazy thing too was like that, give or take with Nero's devil arm and whatnot. You know, it's like that when it was shining, it kind of gave you the it only did that one other time. Oh nice, I got ass. It happened when Nero first encountered Dante in 4 when it would shine and glow like that, which most likely it only does it for 2 people. That, oh yeah, I think it also did that too, like when it came when he got the Yamato too. So obviously like that's a teller of like, wait a second, you are connected to the Sons of Sparta in this case. You know, so it's pretty interesting how that played out. But this is my first video in mini. Catch you guys on the next John Graves show. Keep watching Anime, keep playing video games. I'll be back with missions 2 and 3 in no time. I'm out.